Northcote by-election, Labour ponders pivot to outer suburbs after ballot box drubbing. A wounded Labour Party fears its grip on its traditional inner-city heartland has slipped as the triumphant Greens set their sights on taking the balance of power. A day after the party's thumping loss in Northcote on Saturday, one Labour minister said the poor result was a sign it should shift its focus to the outer suburbs. Labour won one booth out of 14 in the electorate, the tiny Durban Parklands booth, and attracted just 35% of the primary vote compared to the Greens' 45%. Lydia Thorpe became the first Aboriginal woman to be elected to the Victorian Parliament when the Greens won on Saturday night. https://www.fairfaxstatic.com o/content/dam/images/g/z/o/3/6/l/image. Related. Article led wide. (620 by 349). Goff. PNG/1511076194623. JPG. The Greens will use their win in Northcote as a springboard to try to wrest two more inner-city seats from Labour next year, Brunswick and Richmond, and force the Andrews government into a progressive coalition. There was dismay at the by-election result among some Andrews government MPs and a sense that Northcote voters had failed to give the party credit for recent progressive policy announcements such as rental reforms and legalizing a safe injecting room. One minister said the poor result was a sign Labour should shift its focus to winning the outer suburbs and marginal Liberal-held regional seats such as Ripon and South Barwon. Outer suburbs. What are they concerned about? Getting home at night. They are concerned about jobs. They are concerned about good schools, and we do have a good track record there, the MP said. The MP said at voting booths on Saturday they witnessed wealthy people turning up in a nice Subaru or Volvo who were going in to vote Green. But MPs also argued Labour could hold on to the seats of Brunswick and Richmond in a general election next November and retain government in its own right. You can't discount incumbency, one inner-city Labour MP said. Northcote voters snubbed the Andrews government's appeals to vote for its candidate Claire Burns, backed by a string of housing policy announcements targeted at renters and first-home buyers, as well as multi-million-dollar investments in local state schools. The government suffered a 12% swing and lost the seat for the first time in 90 years. Labour held Northcote with a 6% margin before the death of sitting MP Fiona Richardson in August triggered the by-election. Another Labour minister said the result was proof that Northcote's demographic had changed and the area was no longer part of the ALP's base, with huge swings against it even in the former heartland suburb of Preston. If you want to buy a house in Northcote you have to be extremely well paid, the minister said. It's attracting a cohort of people who have the capacity to be free and easy in how they allocate their vote because materially they are very well off. Jubilant Greens MP said the party would aim to win 5 lower house seats after the next general election: Melbourne, Prahran, Northcote, Brunswick and Richmond, and take the balance of power. We want to form a progressive government in Victoria and we would be doing everything that we can to ensure progressive ideas and policies are implemented, Victorian Greens leader Samantha Radnam said. party strategists believe the Greens' strong level of support in inner Melbourne forced the Andrews government to adopt Greens policies such as banning plastic bags and backflipping on its opposition to a medically supervised injecting room. Melbourne MP Ellen Sandell said the Greens would exert the same pressure to lobby Labour to join it in creating the proposed Great Forest National Park in the Central Highlands. The Liberal Party did not field a candidate in Northcote and has signalled that it will no longer run in seats where the contest is between Labour and the Greens. The Liberal Party is no longer a preference machine for the Labour Party in inner-city seats, Opposition Leader Matthew Guy said on Sunday. "We're not there to roll up and get these people elected. A Labour MP conceded the Liberals have indirectly helped Labour fend off the Greens in the inner city because their voters generally preference the ALP ahead of the Greens. Ged Kearney, the ACTA president who will replace Labour's Jane Garrett as the candidate for Brunswick at next year's election, said Saturday's result did not shake her view that Labour could retain the marginal seat. "We have a good Labour government that is doing great things for the state and I'm proud to be a part of that and I'll be running on that legacy," Ms. Kearney said. Police Minister Lisa Neville, who opened a new 24-hour police station in Myrna on Sunday, said the result did not indicate voters were angry at the Andrews government. "I know one of the messages in Northcote was very much people wanted to support the Labour government and felt they could do that by still voting Green," she said.